Hello and many thanks for looking back at the channel. And I've got a couple of trains running on the main layout and I'll talk about those in a minute. I'm just enjoying a short amount of running. Now I've got a couple of things I want to talk about just about the next few weeks on the channel. Now this is the first time I've managed to get back up into the train loft since I made the last video with the black, that was the black BR4MT tank by Wrenn, the one that I reattached the buffers to. Similar model to this one. This is a different liveried version. This is now is it 2220 I believe. Let me just see if I can catch up with it at the top of the layout. It's a really attractive liveried version of the Wrenn 4MT, and I've just extended the rake of Hornby 00 super detail Western style coaches. So yeah, since the last video I've had absolutely no time to devote to the modelling, and I've just taken the decision to have a little bit of a break so I can catch up on everything that's going on in real life. It's quite amazing just what's been going on. I'm not going into any great depths or any boring details. Suffice to say that time is really short, and I think the best thing to do to maintain the quality of videos is to wait until I've got more time so I can get back on with the videos that I've sort of said are coming up. And that goes right back to the refinishing of loco bodies. I've not had any time to finish the spray booth, and last week I wanted to do an experiment with the variable magnetic flux on the old Hornby 00 4MT and transfer it onto a Wrenn model. And it's just surprising the amount of time that these little projects do take up, especially when you're trying to narrate them and film them as well. So what I'm going to do is try and work through the next few weeks, sort out all my work obligations, family issues. Well, they're not issues really, they're more just family life, and when you've got children that are outside of the country and growing up, the world's a different place now and everything moves at a different speed, and also there's greater distances involved for visiting. Also, from my point of view, I think the summer months are probably a little bit more difficult to find time for model railways. There's so many different outside pursuits or jobs or just leisure activities that need to be enjoyed while the sun's out. And I just think that once we get back into the autumn, it'll be darker nights and a few hours to spend on railway projects. Now what I will do, and I haven't done this for a while, is I'll attempt to upload more photographs to the Instagram page that's linked to this YouTube channel. That will give you an idea of where I am, perhaps what I'm up to, and just perhaps give a little bit more insight into what's going on in my world at the moment. Just getting back to these models though, they're just running really nicely. I love these vintage items, and just hearing the motors whirring away, the wheels clattering over the old 1960s Super 4 track. And I know there's no scenery, and in particular in answer to someone who watches the channel, and all of you, I very much appreciate your comments and input. But yes, there's no trees on the layout yet. I don't know whether there will be any trees at some point. Difficult things to propagate up here in the loft, I think, but who knows. But I think I'll take this opportunity to thank everybody for sticking with the channel and for watching the videos and giving me all the great feedback. I really enjoy reading and answering all the comments and your emails too. Apologies if you email me and either don't get a response or it takes weeks. I do try and keep up with them, but I have a dedicated account for the channel, but other stuff seems to be coming through on it now as well. But rest assured, I think after a few weeks catching up with other things, I should be back producing some content that I hope you'll all enjoy. Now, just before I go, I'm going to talk about these. Look at this. I thought, as it's the last video for a little while, it would be nice to have something from Triang on. I couldn't not. The R751, the Class 37, one of my favourite locos. And you'll know, if you are a regular viewer, that I've done all sorts of modifications on the motor bogie that goes into this model. Not on the Class 37, on a Class 31, but it's virtually the same item. We've gone fully ball raced. We've got 5 pole armatures. Just search back through the videos on the channel if you've missed some of the uploads. There might be something that interests you. And I think possibly there's over 150 videos that have now been uploaded in the channel's short life. You can go right back to the start and see how this layout came to be during the first lockdown, and see all of the interesting activities with these excellent vintage items. So yeah, I've got a bit of Triang action on the upward main line, the Class 37, hauling those brilliantly colourful blood and custard BR coaches. So Triang, Hornby and Hornby coaches. And then on the downward main line we've got the lovely Wrenn loco with a converter horse box that takes us from the Triang style tension lock coupling to Hornby 00's coupling, so I can pull these really lovely super detailed coaches. Some of the best coaches that I think I run on the vintage railway. I've got these Western style ones and some lovely LMS coloured BR coaches which I've shown before. I probably ought to try and get hold of some southern variants. That would be very nice. Maybe if I get to a chain show over the winter, something will crop up. So I'm going to leave you with these models. Just before I go, a final thank you for supporting the channel, watching the videos, and rest assured, before too long I'll be uploading again. So until then, I hopefully will be able to check any comments or emails on my telephone while I'm out and about, and respond when I can. So until I'm back, I'm going to leave you with the Triang Hornby R751 Class 37, which is now picking up a nice head of speed, and the Wrenn W2220 4MT 264 tank in GWR colours. And until next time, I'll say goodbye.